gonna just be aware that we have stuff there and there. Let me move this over, and then I'm gonna run it.
Can you say your name for the camera, please?
Yes, Donovan Nichols.
Back up.
Look at you.
Yeah, or look at the camera. Look at me or the camera. Yeah, that's fine. Donovan Nichols.
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
31? Where are you from, Donovan?
Originally from Ohio, but I live in Las Vegas, Nevada.
And what brings you here today?
We're actually here with University of Nevada, Las Vegas's alternative spring break program. And we're learning about HIV/AIDS as well as LGBTQ issues. And then specifically today, we're working with the Hersheys boycott protest.
Okay. And why this particular protest that you're working for?
Say that again.
Why is this particular protest?
Why are we protesting? We feel that someone's human rights were unjustly declined with the Milton Hershey School, and there was a student born with HIV/AIDS who was declined admission to their school, and we want to make sure that that student gets the rights that they deserve.
So why, since you're from University of Las Vegas, why San Francisco for this protest? And why the Ferry Building here in San Francisco?
Well, we specifically came to San Francisco to learn about HIV/AIDS issues, and the reason we're here with this building is they're connected with the Hersheys.
How are they connected with the Hersheys company?
They're connected with the Hersheys company and that they're a chocolatier.
Okay. And is it true that they also have a Surf and Burger or something here that's also owned by the Hersheys company?
Yes, Surf and Burger is the company that's here that's connected with Hersheys.
Okay. And what does it mean to take a stand for human rights or rights of an individual?
I think this is the first year that I've really stepped up and decided to take a stand for what I truly believe in. And I think that human rights are just something that I believe wholeheartedly in, and there's a lot of individuals that have been unjustly declined things that I have privilege in. And I think being a person with privilege, I have a responsibility to help those others that don't.
Okay. And how have you been affected or affected by what Hershey has done?
I think personally I haven't been affected, but that shouldn't matter at all. I think that somebody's been affected, and that's what's been unjust about the situation. And so I just need to do what I can in the situation in order to help.
And what would you like to say to the Hersheys company and to the Hershey Milton School?
I think the biggest thing is the reason that I'm holding this sign is education. I understand that there's a lot of discussions that probably went around this situation to find out whether or not you're going to admit the student, and I know it's very tough, and there's some public concern for the other students in the area, but at the same time I think it's an awesome opportunity that your school has to educate your students about HIV and how to live in a society with people that are infected and embrace that. Not run away from it, not to segregate it, but to embrace it and learn from the experience and learn from each other's differences.
Okay. And if you had anything else to say or do and anything, what could you do for your own life to take a stand for you?
I'm a person that believes in the pay-it-forward concept and just helping other people. So in my own life, I'm making a stance for other people, for myself, for the world. What's going to create a better society? And I think an educated community at the Hershey School could really create a better society because more people would be educated about the HIV virus and how it affects our society and how we can work together.
Okay, thank you very much.
I'm here protesting against an injustice that was done to a student of him getting into a good school, a private education just because of his HIV status.
Okay. And What is your name?
My name is Aista.
Aisna?
Yes.
Okay. And what brings you here today, Aisna?
I've been in the city all week with my alternative school break trip, and we've been doing community service with the HIV and AIDS and the LGBTQ community.
Okay. And why are you here boycotting Hershey today?
Because it's an injustice that needs to be looked at. Some people don't realize what's happening, or they don't pay attention to the news because it's not something particularly related to them. But even though it's not related to you, it doesn't mean that it's not important. Just because they're not coming for you doesn't mean that they won't one day. So if we let people get away with it now, then who says that a couple years from now they're not going to be going after whatever cause that you're after, and you're not going to have a say in it because no one's going to want to step up and do something about it.
What is the significance of the sign you're holding today? Can you hold it up a little bit more for people to see real quick? Okay.
This is the 1985 Remember Ryan White, and he was a student that was kicked out of school because of his HIV status.
Okay.
When the HIV epidemic first hit. And it wasn't his fault that he had HIV, but because of that he was denied a right that every other student has, which is a public education. And this is going to be a parallel with what we have today, because this student is denied the right to have quality education just because of his HIV status.
What does it mean to you personally to be here today standing up for the rights of individuals like the young 13-year-old boy in Milton, Pennsylvania?
Personally, I just feel that you should stand up for something that is right. I don't necessarily have a connection to the actual issue here, but like I said, just because it's not coming after you doesn't mean that it won't one day. And we need to stand up for every injustice that we see in our nation.
Okay. What does it mean to take a stand for human rights and for individual rights?
To take a stand for individual rights and human rights just means that we're getting the rights that everybody else has just because a certain minority might look a certain way or might have a certain stigma attached to it. Doesn't mean that they just want to be like everybody else. If everybody has the chance to go to school, every child, then why should this child not have the chance to go to school?
Do you think it matters that it's a private school when it comes to choosing who can't go to their school?
I don't think it does. As long as their academic